Guys, this is like the 5th time I've tried to film this video this morning. Welcome back to One Pretty Little Box. Thankfully, my daughter has the dog outside. She she was just demanding attention. I should have really filmed this when she was snoozing because it would have been easier. Anyway, I kind of wanted to talk about 2 separate things today, but they kind of go together, and somebody out there is going through the same thing. And I know that when I share these kind of things that I'm going through and how I'm processing them and how it looks at the other end of it, someone else usually says, "Thank you so much because you helped me through a hard time." And this is going to be one of those videos. This is a sit down, chit chat, drink some coffee with me video. So go get your cup of coffee. I have pumpkin spice today and it's delicious. So go get it. I'll wait for a second, okay? Oh my gosh, so good. Here's the deal. This week I really have been dealing with a lot of depression and anxiety, heavily. More so than I can possibly remember. No, that's not true. And I know these things for me kind of cycle around my cycle. I can't control it. It's just something that comes about. I could be happy-go-lucky, and the very next morning I'm waking up and I'm just down, very down. But I will say that there's something that spurred it. And while hormones are there, I'm not going to put the blame there. I'm digging a little bit deeper and trying to figure out how I can get to that root and pluck it out, because I hate it. I don't like feeling down. I don't like being anxious. I don't like not knowing what my mood is about. And so I did a little bit of heart searching and pondering and digging up. And I realized a lot of it is I'm wanting other people to feel something within me that they really don't need to do. Does that make sense? Yes, my husband loves me, and yes, I love him a whole lot. I expect love from him. You know what I mean? But I don't want to put bondage on him to love me how I need to be loved at that minute. Because how does he know? How does he know? He loves me the best that he can love me at that moment. And it's more than enough. This is something actually my dog has taught me, which is crazy. This dog is teaching me many life lessons, and it's just amazing how things work. If people could be more like animals, life would be, and the world would be a much gentler place to live in. It really, really would. But this week I realized my dog teaches me that she's just happy to be with me. Whatever I have to give her at that moment is exactly enough. It's enough for her. It's perfect in her eyes. It is savored and enjoyed, and it's good enough. It's good enough. But how many times do we put that pressure on people that love us, like our husbands or our children? But it's not enough. It's not enough because they're not feeling something within us that they are never ever meant to feel to begin with. Hold on, I'm going to raise the curtain so that the blind so the kitty cat can get up there. There you go. Sorry. He likes to sit in the windowsill. Yes, my fur babies are spoiled. They get what they want. You know what I mean? My husband his job is not to make me feel complete. His job is not to make me feel secure. His job is not to make me feel confident. And honestly, his job is not to make me feel loved. That's my job. It's not yours. Your job is not to make me feel accepted by how many times you click a thumbs up on this video or how many subscribers I have. That's not your job. My job is to realize I already am accepted. I'm accepted by just the right people who need to accept me at that moment, at that time. And it's good enough. It's perfect. It's beyond good enough. It's perfect. And so when my husband walks through the door, if he's had a bad day, it's not his job to shake off his bad day and all of a sudden fill me up because I've had a bad day. No, 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 no. It is my job. My job to figure out, okay, I'm feeling a little weird here and this is what I need. So what do I need to do to fill that void? I have learned, and you guys, I pulled the magic back out. I've been wanting to kind of go through it again, and I haven't touched it. But this morning, I've been singing the song Count Your Many Blessings. And actually, that is the first day in the magic. And I think, okay, that's a sign. Let me just pull it out. Let's do it today. So Count Your Many Blessings is day one. And it's so true. Right in the beginning here, in the first paragraph, it says, but what you may not have realized is that counting your blessings is one of the most powerful practices you can ever do, and it will magically turn your whole life around. And it's very true. If you will stop in the middle of whatever it is you're dealing with and find something to be grateful for in that situation. I'm not saying if you have a flat tire to be thankful you have a flat tire, but stop and think for a second. If you have a flat tire, and say you had a bunch of errands to do, how do you know that flat tire didn't just protect you from a fatal accident? How do you know that flat tire didn't just save you from not being at the wrong place at the wrong time in the middle of a robbery? Who's to say that delay for you caused you an extra 5 minutes to call someone who's been waiting to hear your voice? There's so many things that could happen, and that happened for a reason, and we get in a mood for it. And get mad, and get upset, and look at the wrong side instead of, wait a second, this is perfect for right now. This is exactly what I needed. I needed that pause. I needed to sit and be able to just think for 10 minutes. All right, maybe I needed to spend that extra money for a new tire, because if I didn't, it could have caused serious damage later on. It says when we count negative things, they increase too. But on top of that, with every negative thing we count, we cancel out blessings that were on their way. She said, I tried both, counting my blessings and counting negative things, and I can assure you that counting your blessings is the only way to have abundance in your life. I started making, last week I started making writing down my gratitude list that I learned in this every day. 10 things that you're grateful for and why. Because you need to figure out why. You need to go deep. Don't just say, I'm thankful for coffee. Well, I'm thankful for coffee because it gives me a morning experience that settles my soul, because I'm sitting there and it's warm, it's comforting, and I like it. And I get to start my day with something I enjoy, and your day can only get better from that. It says, after you finish making your list of 10 blessings, go back and read each one, either in your mind or out loud. And when you get to the end of each blessing, say the magic words 3 times. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And feel gratitude for the blessing as much as you possibly can. When you direct gratitude towards something or someone, you will feel it even more, and your gratitude will have even more power. It's the reason why indigenous and ancient cultures choose symbols like the sun to direct their gratitude toward. What she was saying is, after you do your 10 blessings, 10 things you're grateful for, to say thank you, thank you, thank you, but to direct that thank you at whatever your higher power is, whether it's God, universe, whatever. Because it directs that gratitude for the person for the Creator who provided those things. As a believer, you know, as a Christian, you may just thank God. I like to go a little bit deeper and say to God Almighty, the Creator of this universe, I thank you for these things, because they have come and are just such special blessing to me, and I wouldn't have them without you. And thank you for providing those for me and helping me to see them and appreciate them, because it brings me fullness, it brings me gratitude, and it makes me super duper happy. And so I started doing that, and then I realized whenever I start to get a little bit down, I just start being thankful. I start even being thankful for some of the things about me that I like. I like the fact that I'm not afraid to share with people. I love the fact that I am learning to really love people and talking to them and getting to know them and hearing their stories and just relating to them. And that is something that has grown within me for probably this football season with the kids. So since school started. And I forgot what I was saying, yeah. Anyway, I just want to encourage you, if you're going through a time and you're feeling really, really down, one, let up on the people that you love. Don't expect them to feel that need for you, because it's not going to happen. It's not going to be good enough. They won't know what hoops to jump through the next time to fill that void for you. They won't know what to do when they're sad. They'll take it internally and blame themselves, when honestly it's not them, and we all know that. 2 is to start a gratitude list. Come up with some things you're thankful for, even if they're silly, even if it's coffee, even if it's candy, if it's the sunrise, the sunset, seeing the leaves change. Take some time to be grateful, and you'll realize that things aren't so bad. There's not much to be anxious over. If you're anxious over finances, think back to all the times that you just were anxious before and you wasted all that time and energy, and yet everything worked out just fine. You guys, I love you, and thank you for watching this video.